Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class of Business English. And in today's class, we are going to discuss about interpersonal skills. Now, generally, you may get a doubt that, ma'am, why are we discussing about interpersonal skills when we have discussed about presentation and how do we improve our communication? अब सबको याद रखना है कि कम्युनिकेशन हम अकेले खुद से अपने आप से बहुत कम बार करते हैं और हमें डर भी नहीं लगता। अपने से आप घंटों बात कर सकते हैं। आप अपने दिमाग में जो सोच रहे हैं उसे लगातार कई घंटों तक आप सोच सकते हैं, जिसके कारण से आपको डर नहीं लगता। आप अगर बैठे हैं, अपने फ्रेंड्स के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, अपने फैमिली के बारे में सोच रहे हैं या किसी भी चीज के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, आपको डर नहीं लगेगा, क्योंकि कोई आपका इंसल्ट, ह्यूमिलिएशन, आपके थॉट्स को लेकर जज, आपके बिहेवियर को लेकर जज नहीं करने जा रहा। Moment once when we communicate with other person other than self, what happens? Immediately you will see hesitation crops in. Why hesitation crops in? Why your confidence gets shattered? It's only because we become more judgmental. Why do we become more judgmental? Because we find it difficult to develop good relationship with the other. Now, in today's class, we are going to understand how can we develop that better interpersonal relationship with others. All right. So let us understand about this topic. There will be an interesting game. You all should be ready to give the answers in chat box. Are you ready to have this game in front of you all? Quickly, I want to see how many of you are really willing to participate in this quick game. You can have a piece of paper or pen. You can share the information later, or you can chat immediately on in the chat box. All right. So when I say interpersonal skills, we all know that inter आपस में, personal हमारा खुद का, skills जैसे हम किसी और से बात करेंगे, दो व्यक्ति के बीच में बात करेंगे, तो हमारा खुद का जो बिहेवियर है वो कैसा होना चाहिए, अपने साथ भी किसी और के साथ भी, right? So that is what interpersonal skills are. Now, we all should identify what is the definition first. Interpersonal skills, इसे people skills भी कहा जाता है और soft skills भी कहा जाता है। कितने लोगों ने soft skills का नाम पहले से सुन रखा है? Quickly in the chat box, जिसने भी soft skills का नाम कहीं पर पढ़ रखा हो, तो आप आई लिखे। दिस शोज दैट आप लोगों ने अभी तक अपना 10th क्लास का सर्टिफिकेट ध्यान से नहीं देखा। मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है, आज जब क्लास खत्म हो जाए, जब आपके पास थोड़ा सा टाइम मिलता है, लुक इनटू योर क्लास 10th मार्कशीट मेमो। सीबीएसई सिलेबस के अंतर्गत जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स ने सीबीएसई बोर्ड से अपना 10th किया है, अगर आप अपना मार्कशीट को खोलेंगे, आपको कहीं ना कहीं दो वर्ड्स दिखाई देगा, लाइफ स्किल्स, और लाइफ स्किल्स के अंदर में एक वर्ड दिखाई देगा, सॉफ्ट स्किल। नाउ these two words, people skills or soft skills, matters a lot. Why? Because when we turn a professional person, we are going to do business with others. We may be dealing with clients, we may be dealing with customers, we may be dealing with suppliers, we may be dealing with bankers, we may be dealing with the people who are going to help us in idea. We may be dealing with n number of people who are working for us in our organization, isn't it? Now, when we have to deal with numerous, like the huge number of people, we all should understand, or we all need to identify the basic understanding that if you want to have a better relationship, you should respect others. You must value even others' thought. So how can we develop that better interpersonal skills? याद रखें, interpersonal skills को people skill भी कहा जाता है, soft skills भी कहा जाता है. How well you can communicate, how well you can interact with others, how do you connect with others is really an important task which each and every professional must understand. Why are we discussing about this? Because the way you're going to use figure of speech, the way you're going to use commonly used words, the way you're going to use phrases, pronunciation, the way you're going to use presentation skill, why will you use all these? Why you will speak? Why will you talk? Why will you say anything? Why will you share your opinion? Why will you present your thought? Why will you present your proposal? Why will you write an email? only to get confirmation from others that they agree, understood, or ready to act according to our will. So therefore, we should all understand interpersonal skills will help us to develop better relationship with people. Therefore, it is also known as people's skill as well as soft skills. All right. So moving ahead, when we share or when we talk about interpersonal skills, here is the activity. There are minimum 15 to 20 words. I give you 2 minutes time. 2 minutes time will be given to you all to identify the words that you can look, identify in the puzzle, in the jigsaw puzzle, or in this puzzle, the word puzzle that is shared with you all. Can you identify the words? Prerna says, okay, solution. Very good, Prerna. Good. That means you are the person. You are very optimistic. Tanya, language. Okay. Mega, very good. Body language. All right. Mohini, wonderful. Diverse. Yes. Aradhana, positive. 30 seconds done. Feelings, Rituraj Ranjan. Very good. Lalitesh, manner. Sayyid Zia Hussain, manner. Good. Rest others. Pintu, he could identify and find feeling. Megha Pandey, very good. Resolution. Okay, Minhas, solution. You could have seen those two more letters, R-E. Very good, Mohini, technology. Very good, Aditya, technology. Ankit, feel, I-N-G is also there. Feeling. Lalitesh, body language. Yes, Gaurav Kumar Raj, resolution. Wonderful. 1 more minute left. Let me see how many of you can identify and find other words which are hidden in this. Quick. Yes, manner is the word which is already found or identified by few. Excellent, Lalitesh. Verbal. Good. Tutor. Okay. Good, Animesh. What else? What else? The last 30 seconds. Quick. There's a word called resolution. Pin 2. No pre-solution. Online. Okay. Process. Very good. Resolution. Right. Yes. Ankit Kumar. Process. Right word. Excellent. Come on, others. I want you to be fast. Be very quick. Be very fast so that you can identify the words. Look here and there and try to find out. Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice. Excellent. Now let me show you up what are the words which are there here in this particular puzzle. So you people could identify body language. You people could identify diverse. You could identify verbal. You could not identify non-verbal. Prejudices. This was not identified by many. Then technology, again, conflict. As you all know, the words can be running upside down from bottom to top. So therefore, reading, tutor, conversation. None of you could identify this particular word. That is conversation. And then the other words like resolution was already identified. Internet, which is running from right to left. Electronic, which is again running from right to left. All right. Communication, which is again running from right to left. All right. So there are words which are running from right to left, which we find it difficult to understand. Similarly, reflection, running from right to left. You need to understand coded, again, right to left. Process, you have already identified it. So editor was the word which you could not find out. So please understand that when we are looking for words, when we are looking for connectivity with the audiences, it is very important to get connected. Yes, dear. What is it that you want to ask? Instead of barging in and then speaking in between, I'll appreciate if people can chat and can share our opinion. All right. Others should never unmute your speakers. The one who are going to unmute the speaker, they are the one who are going to be troubled. Shubham Araf, you are requested not to speak. I'm
Yes,
removing
ma'am.
you from the meeting because of your excessive activity. So you will be marked absent because you are not behaving according to the requirement of the class. So please understand, dear students, that it is very important to identify how can we connect with our friends. Now, whenever we want to develop this people skill, what are the people skills that we should look for? What are the common things that we can really improve in ourselves? ऐसे कई बार कहते हैं लोग कि आपके अंदर स्किल्स की कमी है। स्किल्स बहुत तरह के होते हैं। किस स्किल की बात की जा रही है? जब हम कम्युनिकेट करते हैं तो हमारा कम्युनिकेशन किसी और के साथ हो रहा है। जब हमारा कम्युनिकेशन किसी और के साथ होता है, हमें ये ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि हम जब कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं तो क्या सामने वाला व्यक्ति हमारी बातों को अच्छे से सुन रहा है या नहीं। अगर आप सबको याद हो, हम लोगों ने अपने फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर के क्लास में ये कर रखा है। लिसनिंग स्किल्स कितने तरह के होते हैं, कोई भी अगर आपको याद हो आप हमें बता सकते हैं, आप शेयर कर सकते हैं चैट बॉक्स के थ्रू। लिसनिंग कितने वैरायटीज के होते हैं, ऑलराइट, क्या आप इसे बता सकते हैं? लिसनिंग कितने तरह के होते हैं, कितने तरह के लिसनिंग्स होते हैं, लिसनिंग के कितने वैरायटीज होते हैं जिसके बारे में हम सब ने पढ़ रखा है। वेरी गुड तानिया, पार्शियल, yes, partial listening is one. Very good. What about the others? How many of you remember selective listening? How many of you remember active listening? How many of you remember marginal listening? And how many of you remember empathetic listening? All right. So always understand that listening, very good Ananta, empathetical listening. So we all should understand that the listener may have different choices of listening. But as a speaker, we should always try to bring in interest. आइडा कॉन्सेप्ट याद है? आइडा का फुल फॉर्म अगर याद हो, क्या आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं? आइडा टेक्निक में AIDA किस चीज के लिए सिंबॉलिक है और किस चीज को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? क्विकली। सो यस, अटेंशन, इंटरेस्ट, डिजायर, and then last action. Very good Aradhana, very good Tanya. So please understand, very good Miraz, action, attention, interest and desire. Good going Prerna. So जब भी हम communicate करते हैं, हमारा main purpose क्या होना चाहिए? जो हमसे हमारी बातें सुन रहा है, the one who is listening to us, he or she should get attracted to what we say, right? So it is very important to understand what to speak, how to speak. अगर आप अपना इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स इंप्रूव करना चाह रहे हैं तो आपको हमेशा ध्यान में रखना चाहिए दो कॉन्सेप्ट्स। अगर आप इसे समझ लें, व्हाट टू स्पीक, हाउ टू स्पीक, तो आप प्रेजेंटेशन अच्छा दे पाएंगे, आप प्रपोजल बेहतर बना पाएंगे, ईमेल तरीके का लिख पाएंगे, नोटिस प्रॉपरली ड्राफ्ट कर पाएंगे, रिपोर्ट प्रॉपर तरीके का बन पाएगा। There are lot many things that can be developed, all right? So we should always identify and understand that when we discuss, when we say improving our communication skill, improving our presentation skill, improving our good relationship with others, there are two important things that we have to identify. The first one is what to speak, and the second one is how to speak. Then comes the next part. If we want to improve our interpersonal skill, there are certain non-verbal aspects of communication that we have to work out. Point one, expressions. अगर याद हो, हम लोगों ने 3-4 स्टूडेंट्स को अपना डे 1 जब ऑफलाइन क्लासेस स्टार्ट हुआ था, तो 4 से 5 स्टूडेंट, I believe it was a group of 8 girls, wherein I wanted them to stand, and when I asked them to introduce, they started speaking. And then there were few who wanted to have fun. So you could identify their expressions. I still remember the way Prerna introduced herself. Her expressions were really exactly matching to what she was trying to convey. If she was confused, there was an expression of confusion. If there was delight on her face, that delight could be seen in her eyes. If she was happy, that smile was there, visible on her face. So we should identify when we communicate verbally, दो questions: what to speak, how to speak. Non-verbally, चार जगह पर काम करना है. पहला, workout on expressions. Develop your expressions. Second, you should also work on your body language. कल का क्लास में भी बताया गया था, परसों के क्लास में भी बताया गया था, अगर हम अपने बॉडी लैंग्वेज पर कंट्रोल नहीं करेंगे या होल्ड नहीं कर पाएंगे, always we will find it difficult to present in an appropriate manner. Appropriate manner में प्रेजेंट करने के लिए क्या करना होगा? हमें हमारे बॉडी लैंग्वेज पर खास ध्यान देना है. बॉडी लैंग्वेज का मतलब फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस अलग से पार्ट, आई कॉन्टैक्ट अलग पार्ट, जेस्चर अलग पार्ट, पोस्चर अलग पार्ट. How and what you are going to speak must match your expressions and body language along with gesture and voice tone. As we were discussing about presentation skill yesterday, I still get confused when I see students presenting in front of class and they speak only for themselves, or when they speak only for the people who are sitting in the front bench, evaluating them. In a class, if there are 60 students, whenever you present, you all should remember you are presenting for all the 60 students. And when you're presenting for all the 60 students, your effort should be equally spread in order to make people understand what you are speaking, how you are speaking, with good voice, tonality should be right, pitch should be right, right rate of speech, and also the volume should be correct. अगर ये चीज हमारे जहन में रहे और हम ये ध्यान में रखें कि अगर हम एक प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हैं तो हमेशा प्रेजेंटेशन देते हुए हमें इन चारों का ध्यान रखना होगा. The most important thing, if we really want to develop good interpersonal relationship, good people skill, first, you're going to improve your verbal communication. Second, you will focus on non-verbal communication. Third, how will you develop better relationship? How are you going to manage your relationship with others? And this is possible when you show empathy. What do we understand by empathy? Empathy का मतलब होता है किसी और की भावना को ठेस न पहुंचाते हुए जैसे वो सोच रहे हैं, जैसे वो महसूस कर रहे हैं, जैसे उनके अंदर में इमोशंस और फीलिंग्स है, उसी तरह का इक्वल इंपॉर्टेंट इमोशंस एंड फीलिंग्स, इक्वल लेवल का इमोशन एंड फीलिंग अगर आपके मन में भी है, तब हम उसे एम्पैथी कहेंगे. ये याद रखें, अगर कोई व्यक्ति दुखी है, अगर आप उस दुख को महसूस कर सकते हैं, फील कर सकते हैं, तो आप एम्पैथाइज कर रहे हैं. अगर आप इसे एम्पैथाइज नहीं करते, कहीं ना कहीं आप में कमी है, आप में इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स की कमी है. So always remember, whenever we say interpersonal skills, what is the first and the most important thing? Showing empathy. All right. Then next is being socially assertive. What do we understand by socially assertive? Always keep this in your mind. Every human being is unique. Every individual will have different thought process. When I say or when I ask you to think about one best friend, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि सारे स्टूडेंट्स जो आईएसएम पटना से बीबीए कोर्स कर रहे हैं सभी का एक ही बेस्ट फ्रेंड होगा. नॉट पॉसिबल. व्हाई? रीजन इज वेरी सिंपल. क्योंकि हर एक इंडिविजुअल का थॉट प्रोसेस अलग होता है, इंटरेस्ट लेवल अलग होता है, उनके फ्रेंड्स बनाने का इंटरेस्ट अलग होता है, चॉइस ऑफ पीपल, चॉइस ऑफ पर्सनालिटी अलग होता है, जिसके बेसिस पर वो दोस्ती करते हैं. आदित्य किशोर का जो बेस्ट फ्रेंड है वो जिया हुसैन का बेस्ट फ्रेंड से बहुत ही डिफरेंट हो सकता है, क्योंकि जिया का जो पसंद है और आदित्य किशोर का जो पसंद है वो एक दूसरे के साथ मैच कर भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी. तो हमेशा ये याद रखना है, जब हम प्रोफेशनल होकर बात करते हैं हमें अपने चॉइसेस को साइडलाइन कर देना चाहिए. हमें दिमाग में ये रखना चाहिए हमारा जो पसंद है इंपॉर्टेंट जरूर होता है, लेकिन हमें सामने वालों के बारे में ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस और ज्यादा सोचना चाहिए व्हेन कंपेयर टू सेल्फ. तभी आप बहुत अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन दे पाओगे, तभी आप प्रपोजल बहुत अच्छा बना पाओगे, तभी आप ईमेल प्रॉपरली ड्राफ्ट कर पाओगे, तभी आप लेटर्स अच्छे से लिख पाओगे, तभी आपका रिपोर्ट प्रॉपरली ड्राफ्ट हो पाएगा, तभी आपके आर्टिकल्स में इमोशंस, फीलिंग्स, एक्सप्रेशंस राइट अमाउंट का होगा. अदरवाइज क्या होने वाला है, हम अगर अपने एंगल से, अपने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सोच कर लिखेंगे तो हमेशा हमारा सोच लिमिटेड होगा. लेकिन जैसे ही हम दूसरों के बारे में सोचकर लिखेंगे, दूसरों के पर्सपेक्टिव को ध्यान में रखते हुए लिखेंगे और दूसरों के इमोशंस, ओपिनियन, फीलिंग्स को रिस्पेक्ट देते हुए लिखेंगे, हमारा थॉट क्या हो जाएगा, वाइडेंड. Hence, if you really want to develop interpersonal skill, people's skill, what is it that you have to keep in your mind? Two important things. One, empathize with others. Try to understand how do they feel, how do they accept your words, how do they accept your comment, how do they respect your words, how do they value your statement. And second, being socially assertive. That means giving value to each and every individual. You cannot say his thought process is different, my thought process is different. उसका सोचने का तरीका, उसका सोचने का नजरिया अलग है, मेरे सोचने का नजरिया अलग है, हम काम नहीं कर सकते. ऐसे तो आप प्रोफेशनली कभी डेवलप हो ही नहीं पाओगे. In order to become professionally sound, in order to become professionally good, in order to have better relationship with each and every individual, become socially assertive. कोई और कुछ कह रहा है, नो बोलने के बदले में सोचिए कि उसने ऐसे क्यों कहा, उसका ऐसे सोचने के पीछे कारण क्या है, क्यों उसका बिहेवियर इस तरीके से है. When you do this, certainly you're going to improve your personal skills. Now, what are the benefits of developing good interpersonal skills or better interpersonal skills? One, whatever you are going to speak, people will listen to you. ये बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट होता है बेटा. आप जो कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं, अगर लोग आपकी बात सुन रहा है, that means you are generating interest, you have grabbed their attention, you are creating desire to act according to you. So therefore, speak so that people can listen to you. Decode body language. That means try to listen and try to observe their body language. Note how do they respond. Expressions speak a lot, isn't it? We all know that. Expressions speak a lot and expressions matter a lot. So whenever we are talking about decoding body language, what we are trying to say here is आपको पता होना चाहिए उनका बॉडी लैंग्वेज है क्या, क्या वो एग्जिबिट कर रहे हैं उनके बॉडी लैंग्वेज से. उसके बाद आपका नेगोशिएशन बहुत आसानी से होते जाएगा, क्योंकि आपने किसी और की बात सुना, आपने उनके एक्सप्रेशंस को समझा, अब आप उनसे आराम से नेगोशिएट कर सकते हैं. नेगोशिएशन का मतलब बर्डन डालना नहीं होता. नेगोशिएशन का मतलब हावी होकर ये बोलना नहीं कि मैंने जो कहा वही करो. नेगोशिएशन का मतलब विन विन सिचुएशन. जो आपने कहा, जो मैंने कहा, हम दोनों अगर एक ही बात पर सहमत हो जाएं, इसे नेगोशिएट कहा जाता है. सो यू विल बिकम अ गुड नेगोशिएटर. Your personality will become highly charismatic. That means people are getting attracted with your personality. They have high respect for you. Why? Because you are empathizing with others. You are becoming socially assertive because you like to listen to them. You like to give value to their opinion. You like to respond to what they are saying. And always remember, all these are possible when you are reading the body language, particularly by developing two things: eye contact and reading facial expressions. Eye contact matters a lot. Reading facial expressions matters a lot. And finally, when we do all these, certainly you will see you are going to become a great presentator.